Good morning, my loving children. How are you all doing? Hope you understood what I taught in the last class. Do you remember the life's history of silk moth? Yes. Silk moth lays hundreds of eggs at a time. These eggs will hatch and caterpillar or silkworms will appear. These eggs will hatch and caterpillar or silkworms will appear. Silkworms. These silkworms will eat mulberry leaves for nearly 25 to 30 days. They grow in size, and when the caterpillar is ready to enter the next stage called pupa, the caterpillar secretes fiber made of protein, which hardens on exposure to air and becomes silk fibers. The caterpillar completely covers itself by silk fibers and turns into pupa. This covering is called cocoon. This covering is called cocoon. The silk yarn is obtained from the cocoon of silk moth. Cocoon of silk moth. I think it's clear for everyone. Dear children, from different varieties of silk moth, we get different varieties of silk fibers. And these different varieties of silk fibers gives different varieties of silk fabric. For example, mulberry silk, kosa silk, muga silk, tussar silk. Mulberry silk is the quite popular. I think you understood the life history of silk moth. Now we will study about the processing of silk. How these cocoons are ultimately converted into silk fabric. Okay, let us see.
First step is cocoons are collected. These cocoons are boiled or they are kept in sun. We know that silkworms are inside them. After boiling, what happens? Silk fibers can be extracted from these cocoons. The process of taking out threads from the cocoon for use as silk is called reeling the silk. After that, the fibers converted into yarns. The last step is these yarns are converted into silk cloth.
Now take your textbook and notebook. I will say the answers of last class's homework. Take page number 32.
Exercises. First, you must be familiar with the following nursery rhymes. First, Baba black sheep, have you any wool? Second, Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. Answer the following. A. Which parts of the black sheep have wool? The answer is the hairy skin called fleece has wool in black sheep. What is meant by the white fleece of the lamb? Answer. White fleece of the lamb means the white colored hairy skin. I repeat again. The hairy skin called fleece has wool in black sheep. Second, white fleece of the lamb means the white colored hairy skin. Second, The silkworm is caterpillar, larva. Choose the correct option. Option third, both A and B. Option third. Which of the following does not yield wool? Yak, camel, goat, woolly dog. The answer is woolly dog. What is meant by the following terms? Rearing, shearing, sericulture. Rearing. The process of keeping, feeding, breeding and medical care of useful animals is called rearing of animals. Shearing. The process of removing the fleece of the sheep along with thin layer of skin is called shearing. Sericulture. The rearing of silkworms for obtaining silk is called sericulture. I repeat again, rearing. The process of keeping, feeding, breeding and medical care of useful animals is called rearing of animals. Shearing. The process of removing the fleece of the sheep along with thin layer of skin is called shearing. Sericulture. The rearing of silkworms for obtaining silk is called sericulture. Given below is a sequence of steps in the processing of wool. Which are the missing steps? Add them. Shearing, scouring, sorting, removal of burrs, dyeing. The last step is rolling. Shearing, scouring, sorting, removal of burrs, dyeing. The last step is rolling. Make sketches of the two stages in the life history of the silk moth, which are directly related to the production of silk. Do the sketches in the notebook. Out of the following, which are the two terms related to silk production? Sericulture, floriculture, moriculture, apiculture and silviculture. The answer is sericulture and moriculture. Match the words of column A, column 1 with those given in column 2. 1. Scouring matches with E. 2. Mulberry leaves matches with C. Yak matches with B. Cocoon matches with A. Answer the following questions. What do you mean by reeling of silk? Answer. The process of taking out threads from the cocoon for use as silk is called reeling the silk. The process of taking out threads from the cocoon for use as silk is called reeling the silk. What do you mean by occupational hazard and sorter's disease? Occupational hazard. The risks faced by workers in any industry are called occupational hazard. Sorter's disease. Sorter's job is risky as sometimes they get infected by a bacterium, anthrax, which causes a fatal blood disease called Sorter's disease.
So with this, we have finished our first chapter. I hope all of you understood this chapter. Read this chapter twice. Okay children, take care, be happy. Thank you.